Welcome to the living room with Collette.
I'm Collette, last name Brown. I'm Collette, last name Brown.
And now, please welcome your host, Collette Brown.
I'm Collette, last name Brown. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the living room with your girl Collette. It is so nice to see everyone. I know that everyone has been wondering why I'm posting this mic. So I am going to sing for you my first single off my new album. No, I'm not singing. To be honest, I could not even hold a note if you gave it to me in a string. So I just wanted to just come on and tell you today a little bit about myself or reintroduce myself to everyone because it's been such a long time. Tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I am not singing or anything. I don't have guests with me today. I think that we should get reacquainted over the next 15 minutes. So for all those who have joined me today on Facebook, I'm streaming on Facebook and Instagram. Look at me, right? Just wanted to share with you what I'm doing today. So basically, for the past few years, I have been trying to figure out what my passion is, right? And what I'm really good at. So every time I would say to someone, I'm going to switch careers, I want to do something different, they're like, well, what are you passionate about? And what I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about people and my relationships. And many of you that are joining me today can understand that from the way that we met, right? So, oh, and I can tell you when I have conversations, I can be totally random. So this is where I stop and tell you, this is my quarantine look. You're getting 3-month-old braids and my own makeup, and this eyelash is sticking me in my left eye, but I'm here for you today. So basically, I have been really trying to discover my purpose. And one of the things that have brought me here is me rebuilding my close relationship to God. So I am a Christian. I'm not here to preach to anyone, but it's really important that I share that with you that through my spiritual journey, I have asked. And he answered, I said, what is it that you'd like for me to do or to venture out, whether it be, something that responds to something big or it's just something just for me, it's something to make me better. So I've decided that I would like to share a little bit about myself. I would like to share a lot about others, particularly women, and have you respond and ask questions. And I'm not here to bring you a topic every week or every 2 weeks. I'm also here for you to say, Colette, can we talk about this on your next show? So shout out to everyone who joined. I saw Jennifer join. I saw my girl Peaches join. I miss you so much. Guys, I used to be a big kickboxer and I still love it. And if I go and take kickboxing somewhere, it's never the same unless I'm at Vizio in Bloomfield, New Jersey. So shout out to New Jersey. So I decided that I have a passion for people. Um, I've had a long career in banking. I am a banker. I'm still in banking. If you ask me what my dream job would be, I've always wanted to be a general manager of a hotel resort. Go figure, right? Because I love people. So I've been in banking for so long, helping people, change their lives financially. And I decided, well, I want to do something different. And what can help me find that? So being in quarantinism, which we'll talk about, the positive aspects of being in quarantine, I've decided to try something new. And I hope it's received positively because I'm trying to do really something positive. Now, I am not knocking anyone who does makeup tutorials because I will tell you, them for quite a bit. And but I wanted to do something different where I'm sharing myself with everyone. So for those of you who don't know, I used to live in New Jersey and I moved to Atlanta. Yeah. I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago. So I took a leap of faith with the executive producer. Sorry, that's me being bougie. With my other half, and I decided that we'll move to Atlanta and I'll try something new. And it's always something that I wanted to do, right? And I'll tell you, my sister, who I adore on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Kareen, that's my sister. She has always been the type of person that if she wanted to do something, she just got up and she did it. And I've always wanted to relocate, right? And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I have to plan. I have to have 6 months of savings. And here I go, fell in love and decided that I'm going to make that move. And I'll tell you what the move did for me. What it did was it put me in a totally different atmosphere. I didn't have a lot of family members around. I don't have any friends here. I left all my good girlfriends in New Jersey that I miss oh so much. And I came out here and a couple good things happened. I was able to kind of find myself, right? Kind of find my purpose. I got closer to church. Wanted to connect more spiritually, and I've met some really, really great people. And I've also got promoted within 9 months, right? I found out the power of having not only a mentor, but a sponsor. And we'll talk about that in the next episode. A lot of us have mentors, but who's really your sponsor? Who's telling your story? And I was able to be promoted within 9 months and took on a new career. And the career that I took on, I learned so much, you guys. I learned a lot. Like, it's with the same company, but it's almost as if I was doing something completely new, and I'm learning so much. But this particular shift made me made me work by myself, right? And I'm a complete extrovert, can't you tell? So I started working by myself in silence. I wasn't coaching anymore. I wasn't developing people. And I realized how much I missed it. And I think that's what kind of brought me here with you today. And I am very grateful for that, because if I didn't have where I'm closed in now, and I'm always going to win, right? I'm always going to do what I need to do. That's one thing about me that you should know. I cannot accept any kind of failure, right? I'll work very hard. So even though I'm in a role where, I'm by myself and I know I need to be out, consulting with people and helping people, it really allowed me to do what I'm doing with you today. So shout out to change, right? So that was very positive in my move. A lot of you might already know that I am Jamaican. Yes. Shout out to, I'm not a born Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica, and I lived here for 13 years, went to school here. I went to Richard Stockton College of New Jersey, graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Business Marketing. And I can tell you, when I was young, I can remember times where I would have a comb, maybe one that didn't break in my hair, because that's a whole nother topic. But I always had a comb, right? And I was in front of the mirror, and I would pretend like I was interviewing someone or talking to someone. I mean, there were times when I'll even whip out my stepmom is a business owner, and she had those big calculators with the tapes, and I would pretend I'm ringing someone up. So I think I already knew from a young age that I've always wanted to be in front of people in some capacity. So with this platform, social media has allowed us all to reach each other in a very organic way. So you're getting me organically, like this is who I am. And what I wanted to do was I just wanted to say, in my, how many years is it? Can I roll the clock back, you guys? Nah, it's fine. In my 38 years, I have had some experiences that I like to share, and I've met some really great women. And I know that I'm no big deal to some people, but I think that I just want to have a conversation and share my friendships with some of you. So, for example, on my little show here, I will invite co-authors, right? So I have a few friends that are co-authors of books. Yeah, and some of them are really young, and I am completely impressed by anyone who sits down and writes a book about themselves and expose themselves like that. And shout out to one of my best friends, Chidima, who wrote a lovely book. If you don't mind, I'm going to reach behind me. Co-authored this book from Glass to Stone that I started reading. And I have reached out to Chittim and said, I would love to read parts of your chapter and to ask you questions, because I haven't asked her any questions yet, even though I have access to her. But the book really talks about women who've gone through some really, really hard experiences in life and how they've reinvented themselves and really bounced back. And they want to share that with you. And I think that was very powerful. So, funny thing is, I started reading the book, and I started from chapter one, and it had nothing to do with my best friend, but I needed to get to her chapter because I was so captivated by the stories, and it was heartfelt, and I love books, right? So, the funny thing is, I really love to hold the book, look at the picture in the front, smell the pages if that's weird. So I'm not really doing anything on Kindle or any of those devices, so I will have books. But I just remember sending her a text. I think it was really late at night, and I sent a text and I said, "Thank you. Like, I'm honored that you shared this with us." So I thought that was pretty great. I'm going to look down for a minute just to see who is on so I can say hi. Hi, Lisa, Zanella. Your kids are absolutely beautiful. Happy Mother's Day to you and Lauren and all the moms out there. I miss you guys so much. Lauren, boy, we could share stories about our, early times when we used to go on dates and share all of that stuff, but that's a topic for another time. I don't want to hear about mommy life. Ebony's watching. That's my sister's BFF. So she's my sister too. So shout out to her and everyone who's joined. My family members have also joined, which is nice. But so where was I about the book? So I shared with her that I was really honored to read her chapter and get to know a part of my friend that was so private. And that's what I'm talking about. Positivity, sharing that, because there's someone out there who needs to hear that story before that experience happens to them, as opposed to we're always hearing the story while we're in it or it's past and we really have to now figure out ways how to kind of fix ourselves or fix the problem. A little bit more about me, right? So I told you that I moved to Atlanta. Love it here. I have no little ones yet. I am a dog mom. My dog mom is with her uncle, who is in New Jersey. So she's there. Most of you know Gracie and all that. But yes, so that's what I am really trying to do with this platform, and I hope you all enjoy. I think it's just very positive for me to do this. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to jump in at any time and ask. So I'm glad that you guys pretty much already tuned in, but I will always share when I have an additional episode or anything that's coming up. So I'm going to open up a topic. And let's talk about quarantine. I know that's the last thing you'd like to talk about, but I don't want to talk about the numbers. I don't want to talk about, this is what I will say. If you were experiencing, symptoms or you were sick during this time, I'm glad you're still here with us and that you're feeling better, and take care of yourself. And please share that with people so they know, because nobody really knows what's going on, right? If you have lost a loved one, and I know people that are extremely close to me that's lost loved ones, I am truly sorry and saddened for your loss, and I will continue to check on you and make sure that you are okay, because that's just who I am, and I'm genuine about that. But let's talk about some of the positive things that have come out of this. And I'll start with myself, and then I need for you all to, you can jump in if you'd like and share, or please reach out to me on email because we can definitely continue this conversation. So something positive that has happened. I'm here in front of you, like totally exposing myself. So I think that's pretty positive. I'm being brave, and I like to be brave. I started to take my health into consideration. So no more making excuses, no more saying that, I'm doing this and I need results in the next 90 days. I decided to do a lifestyle change, and I realized that I'm a walker. I can't believe that I just realized this, because growing up in Jamaica, you walk like 2 miles to catch a bus to get to school. So I started walking, and there are times when I'll walk 4 miles. I've walked 6 miles, nothing past that just yet. And it's really therapeutic and relaxing. It, decreases my anxiety in quarantine. And it makes me think about my life and things that I want to do and how I want to execute on things and where I want to be, after this quarantine, and also things I want to change about myself. And I'm going to be transparent with you about things I want to change about myself. Okay. And so I started walking, and lost a couple pounds, but I feel great. I feel good. I feel healthy. Shout out to my mom. She encourages me to keep walking and everything like that. And I decided that, once I get out of this whole little thing that we're going through, there's some things that I wanted to change. So I'm going to admit something. Here we go. I can have a tendency to be a little bit of a complainer. And I don't mean to be. That's not intentional. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to make a conscious effort to start really thinking about some of those behaviors that I like to change. And that's one of them, Instead of, complain about the work that I'm doing because I'm working from home, today I'm telling you that I'm very grateful because so many people have filed for unemployment. And here I am having the opportunity to work from home, be safe in my home, and continue to collect a paycheck. So those are things that I kind of put into perspective. And I have met, yesterday I had a great conversation with two friends of mine. Shout out to Virginia and Jaden, but they really talked about things that they're doing for themselves during this time. And sometimes I think, will we have done that if we weren't stuck at home? When we have made that valuable time investment in ourselves? Because what we're doing right now is making an investment in ourselves. I never scheduled a walk to be healthy before quarantine. Like I'm making that a part of my day, right? So if the mister says, hey, we've got to do this, I have at 5 o'clock when I shut off my computer that I'm going to do 3 miles today. By the way, I did 2.87 miles on Sunday for Ahmaud Arbery for his birthday. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It was very important to me that I got that in, and we can talk about that on another day. But may he rest in peace. Yeah. So back to investing in yourself. So you're making that conscious effort now to really invest in yourself. Are you going to go back out of this and not invest in yourself anymore? So those are some of the things that happen. So is there anybody out there that's doing, something differently? Spending more time with your kids. I know you're all doing that, and you all deserve a board of education check when this is done, because I've heard that it's not, the easiest thing, homeschooling. So shout out to you moms and dads who are homeschooling and working from home at the same time. But for anyone that has discovered something new, and these individuals that I was talking to yesterday, young people talking about businesses that they're starting and how to stay motivated and continue the course. And we just kind of talked about it and shared advice, which I just absolutely love. So again, reinforcing the fact that I want this to be very positive. And I really think we need more of that, because I'm not saying that I'm no big TV show or anything like that, but you should know this about me. I'm a reality TV junkie. Yes, I watch all of them. I love them. It's entertainment. But at the same time, sometimes they can portray women and women of color in, it doesn't come across very nice, if I can say that. We're cussing each other out and then talking about our businesses at the same time. That's not what we need to be doing in this time. So that's what I'm trying to bring in. So I'm just going to pause there, check in on social media if anyone has anything to say. Shout out to Carmen. Like, when this is over, seriously, we live in the same state. We need to see each other. I used to work with Vanessa. I remember Vanessa. You were such a sweetheart, and I thank you for that. So, and my friend Jennifer. So, I can tell you, Jennifer walks with her husband every day. But Jennifer, I have to say, shout out, more positivity we're bringing. Jennifer actually prepared meals, and she's been filming her meals on Instagram. She's doing keto, and she prepared meals for frontline workers, and I think also individuals at a nursing facility, the elderly, if I'm right about that, Jen. But I thought that was just so special, and I hope you don't mind me sharing that. But it was great. I have Toya on here. Toya is very special to me. We met at church together, and we talk all the time. We encourage each other. Shout out to her. She said, after this quarantine, I'm supposed to be coming out with weight loss. Listen, y'all can go ahead and gain that COVID-19, but I'm trying to lose a COVID-30. So that's what exactly I'm trying to do. Antonio, how can I forget? Many laughs with Antonio. Thank you for giving me an opportunity and watching. And Carl, my neighbor, I'll be back in Jersey soon, and hopefully, I'll be able to see you. And I see that you're doing some really big things. I don't know if you're still doing banking and your business, but I would love for you to share more about that if you're willing to come on and talk about it. And the bukas, like I've worked with the bukas in banking when I was in New Jersey. Like there's a lot of them. And they're all very nice people and they all have kids. And shout out to John. You have a lot of babies and they're all gorgeous. Hey everyone, it was nice to have you in the living room today. Please remember to set your notifications for our next episode. And please share, follow, and subscribe below.